All right, y'all. I have literally tried to record this video 2 times. Well, I already recorded it 2 times. This is my third time. Being a YouTuber is hard, okay? Okay, yay. So, I am a 30-year-old single mom. Well, I'm a 30-year-old mom, and I'm going back to school. Very cliche. And it was so weird making the decision to go back, especially with people saying that degrees aren't worth as much as they used to. But my state offers free tuition for a 2-year degree. And of course, I had to jump in on that. I love free stuff. Why not free education? So I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it. And I'll also tell you how you can too. For the record, this is not my first time going back to college, being in college, whatever. I did it for a while and it was such a headache. I have $16,000 of student loan debt and 59 credits to my name to prove it. And I know you're thinking like, wait, you already went? You have 59 credits? You didn't graduate? Yeah. So basically, I went to a 4-year university straight out of college. I did amazing my first semester. And then my second semester, not so amazing because I was focused on like working 2 part-time jobs instead of going to class. And remember that tweet that I told y'all about with the guy who was making $200 a day? That's the reason that I had 2 part-time jobs. That man influenced me before influencers were a thing. During the time that I had the 2 part-time job, I was an accounting major and I was taking my first accounting class and I did terrible in it. I was thinking that like, maybe this is a sign that I just don't need to be in school, but actually, y'all, I fell asleep in class all the time and I never studied. So yeah. Then after that, I decided, okay, I'm going to live off campus because I can save a lot of money by not paying for on-campus housing. And that was a great idea, great decision to make on paper. But in reality, it was terrible. The best option would have been for me to go and move in with my family and not pay any rent at all. But I felt like that wasn't an option for me. When I had left for college, my dad had just sold his house and moved into a townhome with his fiance, my brothers, and her son. So it didn't feel like I had space there. And then my mom, she was in this off and on relationship with this guy, and she only had a 2-bedroom apartment. And my sister was living there. My sister was in my bedroom while I was away at school. So it didn't feel like I should be coming back home to my mom's house and taking my sister's bedroom away from her. It just didn't feel like I had the space, so I had to figure it out on my own, and I knew I didn't want to stay on campus, so I thought that getting my own apartment was the best option. But anybody who has to pay bills and survive off of nothing knows that you're going to have to make a choice eventually. Am I going to go to school or am I going to live? So yeah. That's what it felt like I had to choose between. So when I moved off campus, I did even worse. And that eventually led to me dropping out. And then it was just like this phase of going to school, dropping out, going to school, dropping out. Like I did that for a while. And it's so funny that I'm going back to school for the major that I originally chose when I was 18. And it's just so sad that I got discouraged. It felt like I didn't have an adult in my life that could guide me. And that's really sad to think about now that I am a real adult. So where am I at now? I looked at my transcripts and it just hurt so much because I knew I was smart. I just needed guidance and I needed to not make decisions like a full-blown adult because I wasn't. I think this is it for me. I feel like I am in a place where I can drop down to part-time or not working at all if I need to because I'm okay financially and my situation is better than it was when I was young. The only thing that I'm really nervous about is balancing being a full-time student with being a full-time mom. Like there is no just coming home and crashing after a long day of school or work or both. So what steps did I take to start school? Also, if you want to know exactly what I did to get this degree for free and you want to know exactly step by step what you need to do, I'll have another video for you. You have to watch it. The first step was applying to the free 2-year college program through my state. After that, I had to fill out my FAFSA, and then I had to get the transcripts from all the schools that I attended so I could round up all of my credits. And then the last step was talking to an advisor and making a plan. My plan is to finish the remainder of my 2-year degree for free, and then after I get my free associates, I'll roll that into a bachelor's degree through my university's articulation agreement. Here's the problem, because I talked to my advisor and she laid out 2 options for me. Remember how I said I had 59 credits, right? An associate's degree is only 60 credits, y'all. After only taking 2 classes for free, I could graduate with an associate's degree that's like a general studies degree, and it'll say that I have a certificate in accounting as well. And then hopefully with that option, I will be able to, just get my foot in the door with an accounting career or with any career that just says we need you to have an associate's degree. That's automatically a pay bump for me. So that's why I'm weighing that. It's like only 2 classes and I get to make a lot of money and get my foot in the door. The second option is that I could take more classes, about 10, and that would take me a little under 2 years, and then I would graduate flat out with an associate's in accounting degree. The thing that I like about that is that it's flat out an associate's in accounting. It's no like, oh, she took courses in accounting. It's no, this is what she studied for. And then also I could roll that directly into a bachelor's degree. And also if I use that degree to get a job in the accounting field, a lot of employers would pay for me to go finish school and get a bachelor's. That's what I'm trying to decide between right now. The only thing about the second option is that I would be in school for a lot longer, which means that I'm not going to be seeing an immediate pay bump. And then also I would be banking on finding a job with like a tuition reimbursement program or something like that. Just to sum it up, my first option is to get a general studies associate degree that would say that I have a certificate in accounting. And that only requires me to take 2 more classes, okay? On the other hand, I would be going to school for a little under 2 years. I would have to take about 10 more classes. But on this hand, I would graduate flat out with an associate's in accounting. And I could also roll that into a bachelor's degree. I wouldn't have to go to school for 3 more years for a bachelor's. Like this side, I will only have to go to school for 2 more years. So please, if you have any idea of what I should do, let me know in the comments. But I am so excited to embark on this journey, and I'm going to really try my hardest to record everything that's going on in my life. Oh, I am sweating. And also click on the next video if you are in Michigan and you want to know how you can also get a free degree.